What up everyone, it's your girl, Average BTS Trash today. Listen, my fringe is a disaster. We're just ignoring it. It kind of looks like I've got a bald spot here. I don't, it's just that my fringe is just having a mess. So today I wanted to talk about how I got into BTS, because BTS has been like big for like a little while now. You know, they went to the Billboard Music Awards, they went to the AMAs, which is just really exciting because it just means that like BTS is helping sort of K-pop in general progress. In terms of my background on K-pop, I sort of got into that a little over a year ago, or a bit over a year ago now. So I will make another video explaining how I got into K-pop, because that's just like a whole other topic that I could talk about and that I could explain. But today we're going to be focusing on BTS because they are really popular and my channel needs views, hunty. So in general, since I got into K-pop, I have always sort of known about BTS. They've always been around. My sister has always collected their albums, so I've always had their music on my computer and I've always listened to them. The first song that I ever discovered through like of BTS was Coffee, and I discovered that because I was looking up songs about coffee because your girl loves coffee. And so when I found that song on Spotify, I like went through to my sister's room and I was like, oh my god, I found out BTS has a good song, because this was like when I was still getting into sort of K-pop in general. I had always like listened to their music and I had always like known about them, but I had never really sort of immersed myself and sort of like learned the members' names or anything. The only one that I really knew was Namjoon, because he was like, I was like, yep, he's the only face I can remember, so he is my favorite. Sort of more recently, within the last 5 months, I want to say. So just after DNA was released, I was sitting with my sister one night and we were watching BTS videos, and I was like sort of watching dance videos because I try to learn K-pop dances, and I had learned Fire a long time before that because I was like, I just watched it and I was like, this is a really cool dance, I'm gonna learn this. So I probably will try and do a dance video one day. So I had learned Fire, and that was sort of, I didn't know any of their names yet, but I did enjoy the song and I enjoyed the dance. And so when I was re-watching the Fire dance video with my sister, I was like, hey, is that one JHope? And she was like, yeah, how do you know that? Because she knows that I only knew Namjoon at that point. And I was like, I don't know, he's just got kind of a memey face. When you're in K-pop, you're likely to get a lot of memes from other groups that you might not necessarily know really well, but you will vaguely know. So I had seen JHope memes around a lot. On that specific night, I sort of just committed myself. I said, Sammy, teach me BTS, I want to know everything. And every dance video, we continuously watched dance videos, and I would sort of go, who's that one? He's the hot one, I like that one. And it was always Jungkook, and that's how I sort of learned who Jungkook was, and I was like, oh my god. I also knew who Suga was a lot, just because Suga's got one of those faces, you know, he's very like, you just know his face. And so I just sat there with her the whole night for 4 hours, and we were just like, these are the members, learn them, live it, love it. That's how I sort of like initially learned their names. You just sort of watch videos over and over again and you sort of just learn their names. You can see like in the comments, people always put in the comments, the one with the white shirt is Jungkook, or the one with the Timberlands is Jungkook, the one that looks like a farmer's wife is Rap Monster, you know? Like, you're always gonna find comments like that. People are always trying to like help out new armies and whatever. The two that I always got mixed up was JHope and Jimin, and that was because they both had really chubby cheeks. And then they had the DNA comeback, and I sort of watched that and I was like, oh, I know who Jimin is at this point in life. I know Jimin because Jimin has really slimmed down and his face is really small, and I'm genuinely like concerned and worried for him. That's also just the world of K-pop. There's a lot of pressure for K-pop idols to always be like as slim as possible. I guess that's basically how I got into BTS. I just sat there one night and I just learned all their names, and then from that point onwards I was just in love, and I am still in love to this very day. And I know that BTS are losing a lot of fans at the moment, but despite the fan wars and everything, as an international lovely, which is what they, you know, call international BTS fans, I just want to say like thank you to the K-armies for being just so precious, just so lovely. Thank you for supporting our boys. I also want to say to other like international K-pop fans, just because people are having fan wars doesn't mean you need to get involved. And being a BTS fan and an EXO fan, I'm starting to get more into EXO at the moment. We don't need to fight with EXO fans. I don't know why this whole concept has like come up. Like, I get they're both popular and I get that like EXO have been around longer and they've been popular longer, but BTS is getting more attention from international people. Just remember that like we're all here to support sort of like the same notion promotion of K-pop, and like we're trying to get K-pop to be bigger so that there's more variety of music in the world, so that BTS and EXO can keep producing music and keep being lovely and beautiful and wonderful. I'm just here to support like all the K-pop groups. Just try to avoid fan wars. You don't need to get involved in that just because you're an ARMY or just because you're an XOL or EXO. But yeah, no, that's how I got into BTS. For anyone that's wondering, Namjoon is my husband and Jungkook is also my husband, and that is that Namjoon is like my OG husband. Like, we are married, we love each other, you know. He knows about Jungkook and he's okay with it, but he knows that he will always be number one. Basically, I'm fucking insane is what I'm saying. I also really love JHope. I love all of them. International playboy. Worldwide handsome, mwah. Jin, mwah. Oh, Jimin, mwah. JHope, mwah. I love all of them, I honestly do. Please subscribe if you want to hear me talk about other K-pop groups, or if you just want to hear me talk about BTS, because I would love to make more BTS videos in the future. I love you all and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!